Hello, everyone. Welcome to Muftau Nabila Abla YouTube channel. I'm here once again because of a plethora of issues that are happening around. And I'm sure many of my followers on my social media pages might have seen some of them that I reported many months ago. It is interesting to note that some of the stories I reported months ago, some of them are being tweaked and given a certain narrative that is completely untrue. As journalists, we all have varied sources. But it is a consistent of the truth that is being reported by every single journalist that makes the person's report credible or otherwise. So I'm not saying that what other people have reported out there are completely true, but they are completely untrue. Let me just explain. They are completely untrue because I have been privy to them many months ago. I have reported them many months ago. And today, or this week, people are reporting them in a different way, which is a bit weird. I am inside Man Electrical. Extensions, fridge gas, sockets, everything. As I mentioned in my previous video, you could be my destiny helper. Please get in touch with me and give me business. My destiny helper could be in your contact list. My destiny helper could be in your friends list, could be following you on any social media platform. So do not hesitate to get in touch with me to give me business. 059-892-8440 or 059-892-8441 are the numbers. You can get in touch to support me. You can be my destiny helper. Now let's talk content and why I'm here. Since the GFA's meeting on Wednesday, a plethora of reports have emerged that Otto Addo was given the free hand to hire the technical staff of the Black Stars. Hence, in fact, the conversation is centered on John Pencil, that he hired John Pencil. So let me just narrow it down to John Pencil. What people are saying that he had John Pencil and he has no right to say what about John Pencil. I don't know whether if he did. No one at the Executive Council has told me that when he came, he put John Pencil on the blast. He put Fatal Dawuda on the blast. Or he put his other assistant, Joseph, on the blast. But I do know, and I do recall, and I do publish that the first choice of Otto Addo as Black Stars assistant coach was Michael Essien. Go on my social media pages, you'll find it many months ago. John Pencil was never Otto Addo's choice. The request Otto Addo made was he needed someone he has played with as his assistant. And I recall when I wrote that, I said, Otto Addo's option for assistant coach was Michael Essien. When Essien said he was not interested in the job, boom, they gave it to John Pencil. In fact, if you go on my Facebook page, just go to my page, my account, go to the three dots, select it, you see search, just write boom, or search John Pencil, or search Michael Essien. I'm sure that post will come up. But guess what? When Michael Essien was not available for the Black Stars coaching job, And we've all come to accept that since 2017, the Black Stars always has 2 assistant coaches. Otto Addo he interviewed and hired that coach. We are told is from Barnsley or something, or is it Basel or something like that. Joseph, that's his assistant coach. He interviewed and hired the video analyst. He interviewed and hired the masseurs. Otto Addo did not hire John Pencil. Quote me anywhere in the world. If anyone tells you Otto Addo hired John Pencil, tell the person, Muftau Nabila Abdullahi says that is not accurate. Because he did not hire John Pencil. The FA hired John Pencil for him. The FA hired Fatah Dawuda for him. So he can say that these are not my members. The people he hired are Joseph. In fact, he brought 2 video analysts. He interviewed and hired them. Joseph, he interviewed and hired Joseph. So when I see stuff that, why? He saw that John Pencil was not good enough and he went and hired him. I'm confused. Who told you that Otto Addo hired John Pencil? Otto Addo did not hire John Pencil. The FA hired John Pencil for him. The FA hired Fatah Dawuda for him. The rest of the backroom staff, as in his team coordinator, as in his video analyst, as in his masseurs, he hired those people. Again, people have reported many things in the GFA ESCO meeting. I had reported long ago when he took responsibility for the impasse he caused in the dressing room. Again, you can go to my Facebook page or my Twitter pages. You will find it. When he was running around, meeting players one after the other and speaking to them to come to the Black Stars and apologizing to them for what happened, I reported them on my social media pages. So I find it a bit weird when someone says that, or when media reports suggest that, Alexander Djiku was supposed to be the Black Stars captain, but Djiku lied to Otto Addo that he had a match on Saturday when his match was on Sunday. Is anyone telling me that the FA themselves do not know when the teams have their matches? I would be shocked. I would be really shocked that if Otto Addo is lied to by any player, if he doesn't know when the players are playing, then how does he monitor them? How does he scout them? How does he do that? So that again to me it sounds some way. But as usual, I would always say journalists have got varied information. How we treat them, it depends on how we got the information. Again, in my previous video, I mentioned that the FA president had consultative meetings with some people prior to the meeting on Wednesday, which was supposed to decide the fate of Otto Addo, where Otto Addo came to justify why he should be maintained as Black Stars coach. And he also presented his technical report to them and left the meeting. People are saying that what? Otto came to the meeting and gave excuses and what? I find it, I don't know. But we are all media people. I'm not right. I can be wrong. Others can be right. Others can be wrong. I can be right. But because some of these stories are stories I've been privy to for a very long time, when the narratives is beginning to change now, I feel it's not fair. Again, I want to talk about something brief, and I hope to do this in 1 minute and 30 seconds, or basically 2 minutes. The consultative meetings, one of the reasons why people were swaying towards the retention of Otto Addo is that we do not have another international window for any new coach to be able to try the players before Ghana's game in the next round of the World Cup qualifiers. That is one. Two, one of the reasons why people were swayed, or those who were consulted were swayed in favor of the retention of Otto Addo was that we've hired many coaches and they've not been able to bring any positive impact. And this, I think I've mentioned this a couple of times. The FA also decided that's interesting. I don't know if I should say that, but let me just say it. The FA leadership also decided they are not going to take responsibility. One, they're not going to take responsibility for hiring many coaches. One, they said Kwesi Appiah's contract expired and they didn't want to renew it, so they had to allow him go. They didn't sack him. Two, Isaac Isiama hired CK Akono. CK Akono was not their coach, so when he was not performing, they fired him. They brought Milo. They didn't want to sack Milo. Government sacked Milo. They brought Otto Addo for the World Cup round of qualifiers. They wanted to keep him, but Otto was not interested in staying. Government brought Chris Hughton. And the FA leadership, in fact, one of the leaders of the association had personally told me that he when they were in Jubilee House, he categorically told the seat of government that Chris Hughton was a bad coach and was going to disgrace us in Cote d'Ivoire. So when he failed, they sacked him. So the FA alone will not take responsibility for the consistent changes of coaches because it is not something they wanted to do. So now, there's a reason why they are swayed towards retaining Otto Addo, but that has not been categorically agreed. Consultations are still ongoing, including that of politicians, minding the fact that there is an impending election. Minding the fact that there's an impending election, which could have an impact on whatever decision the FA is going to take. But as we speak, they want to keep Otto Addo because if they fire him now, a new coach would come, would fail, they will sack him again because that coach will not have the opportunity of working with the boys prior to the next round of the World Cup qualifiers in March 2025. This is the reason why I'm here today. As and when there are more stuff to share, I think I will be here to discuss them with you. I am Muftau Nabila Ablai, and this is Muftau Nabila Ablai's YouTube channel. Thank you very much.